not 'cause I'm stingy, it's 'cause I just have turned it on.
Okay, now tell me what you'd like to do next.
I don't know what to pick. I would like to see a lot of things changed, conditions and so forth. I'd like to see plenty of changes. There's so many things needs to be done.
Now, when I was over here before, you were talking about religion. Could you talk about religion a little?
I can talk about it, but I don't want to hurt you.
Okay.
None of these other none of them. Now, I don't believe in no religion. I joined the church and was baptized. I thought it might help me make a living for my children. 5 children's hard to feed and clothe and shelter. I've not, I won't fall out with nobody that is religious. But they can't carry it on around me, 'cause I just don't care for it. I was raised up in a religious parent. My daddy was a fanatic on religion. My mother used to sing in the choir out in Douglas County, and her sister. But I'm not religious, and I'm not ashamed of it. And when I die, I don't want no religious funeral and have people a whittling and a crying around. I don't care for that. Now, it turned people against me to talk that, but that's in my heart. And I'm expecting Christ, if there is one, to come down here and do something for this, for the people up, come out of the ground wherever he's at. I'm not religious.
Could you talk about music?
Music.
Yeah.
Oh, I love music. I'm crazy about music. I think music's a great thing. It is really wonderful.
Did you ever use music to help organize?
Well, I didn't have no music to bring in for the people that come in my house. But I've had this room full and coming way over here of people from New York and all, black and white.
Do you recall any of the songs that you used to sing?
Me? Well, I got plenty of books on them. What kind of song you like?
Well, I like some songs that Pete Seeger used to sing.
Oh, he's my man. Oh, Pete Seeger. What's the matter with him? Is he still playing? Where at?
He's in New York, yes.
Is he? I never get him on the radio.
He was on the radio last night.
Tell me how to get him.
I'll send you a cassette of his stuff. Do you have a player?
Yes.
I'll send you a cassette.
I guess it's sitting right there. And my son has one too.
Pete, I had dinner with Pete last Monday night.
You don't mean
That's
it.
right.
Well, I want you to. I met Pete, I'll tell you. I'm glad this come up. You see, when me and my husband went to Stockholm, Sweden, I had a lot of company out in New York that come, to see us and talk to us. before we went, 'cause it's hard times then to get a passport. And did you know anybody by the name of Betty Halfrick? Her husband worked for some big radio studio, and she come to Atlanta for us to go to Stockholm, to see if we'd go to Stockholm, Sweden. That was before Dr. King ever went. And we went to Stockholm, Sweden, and met a lot of people, Indian people, and met people from over in, the Indian people. And they was some, at that big conference, I've got a record of it. At that big conference, World Peace Council meeting, it was wonderful. And there was some Chinese people that wanted to meet us. And so they asked, would we meet with the Chinese people? And we told them we'd feel honored to. That's when Walter was living. Walter was my husband's name then. So we met these two people, and after we come back from Stockholm, Sweden, it wasn't very long till them two men was in the capital there. What do you call it? Not the legislature. What is it?
In Sweden?
Huh?
The capital in Sweden?
No, in this country.
Oh.
And I was thrilled.
The Congress, Senate.
Yes, yeah. Senate.
Yeah.
They was lovely people.
Well, now.
But that hurt me when they come up and asked me and China and Walter, would you accept to talk to the Chinese, big shot? Law me. That's the sweetest place I was ever in. The little children's even taught how to watch after the elderly people, to keep them from falling. If you don't get a lot of calcium, you'll fall. Without calcium. Yeah, I've had a really wonderful life. But Pete Seeger's what got me. He used to sing over radio. Is he strong now?
Yes.
Oh, wonder if you'll ever see him.
I will. Sure.
Give him my love and a big hug. Tell him does he remember Nanny, Leah, Washburn?
I'll do that. Now, could you sing any of the old Union songs?
Me?
Yes.
I got the books. When the Union aspirations led. Oh, I believe, let that little light shine, 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 shine. I don't know I can't. When the Union aspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? For the Union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever, for the Union makes us strong. I used to could sing, but not no more.
You do all right.
Want me to go play it on the piano?
Yes, sure.
Don't Let's see. Here's another one I'll play for you. Somebody play. You want me to play some more?
That's great. That's wonderful.
Well, I done played a Union song, and I ain't gonna study war no more. You know what that means, don't you? I taught my children to not go. You know what my son done, the one that died? I told him to not be a fool and go and fight the capitalist war. If they come over here, it might be different with people. And I said, William, don't you go to no war for no rich people. Just like it's going on now, you know, the drugs. They could stop that drug business being brought over here, couldn't they? I believe they could. Well, anyhow, I told William, I says, William, I wouldn't be big enough fool to go to no war. And so they wasn't too long till they called him. They called him and he had to go and be examined for a war, you know, see if he'd pass. So William, we done talked it over about, you know, not go to no war. Well, anyhow, the doctor, William said, Doctor, I got to have a drink. I got to have a drink. I can't hear nothing hardly. And that liquor kind of makes my hearing better. He said, what do you mean? He said, I just got to have a drink. He didn't even touch him again. That's pretty good, isn't it? It's not have to go to a war and fight and kill innocent people over there or anywhere. I'm John Brown if I'd do it. I wouldn't fight
Okay.
wars.
That's